Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten 774 here, bringing you the next video in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew: The Secret of Shadow Ranch. We just got a basket from Shorty, and we're told to go get eggs from the chicken coop. So that is what we will do. We will go in the chicken coop. Hey you, don't even think about taking my eggs when I'm here. It makes me crazy. Oh, and it's this chicken. See, that always confuses me because I always think it's this chicken, but it's the chicken with the arrows pointing down here. Don't bother this chicken. This chicken you can bother. Let's see. Where are the eggs? Where did they go? Are there any eggs? Oh, there they are.
Oh no!
Oh.
There's a hole in it.
I knew that basket was sketchy. Okay, so this is a little bit of a puzzle. Kinda just want to look for pieces that match up with shape and then the pattern. So, let's see. That one's too long. If it's here. There we go. Yeah, and then it matches up with the pattern there. How about this one? It's a pretty long one. That goes... No, that's gotta go here. Yeah, there we go. And then, let's see. This one's pretty short. Probably goes there, but then it would be upside down. This one, also pretty short. Probably goes there. This one needs to be here. This one should probably be... Oh yeah, definitely here. This piece is a little longer. Probably goes there though. Oh yeah. This piece is very long. Probably goes up here, but the trapezoids need to be upside down. This one goes here. And one last piece. Awesome.
There. Am I good or what?
And now Nancy just takes the thread and sews all the way around the corners.
Voila!
To fix the basket. Okay, so now the basket's all better. She needs to leave the chicken coop and then go back in order to be able to actually find eggs again. No eggs. Oh, you have an egg? You don't have an egg. You have an egg. You have 2 eggs. You have an egg. Okay, and if you look in your basket, you can see how many eggs you have. We currently have 5. You need 6 eggs. So guess who has last egg? Crazy Chicken. Okay, but we need to not bother Crazy Chicken. I think if we... Can you just leave and then he'll be gone? No, you have to go all the way back to the house. So you go all the way inside and then go back out. You really need to convince Crazy Chicken that you're leaving him alone. Or her alone. And then you can take her egg. Whoops, sorry chicken. And now we have all 6 eggs and we can bring them to Shorty. Can we be done with our chores yet, Shorty?
Got those eggs for me?
Right here.
Good for you.
We fixed
Anything
your basket
I can do
too.
for you now?
Do you think I could get a canteen of water from you?
Got one right here. You're good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
All right then. You know, we should probably check in with Bess and George. They're probably wondering why we haven't called back yet. Directory.
Hello?
Hi, guys.
So what Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed say?
Get this. Last night, Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet found a rattlesnake in their room.
Oh my gosh! Are they okay?
Well, actually, it bit Uncle Ed.
Is he alright?
He will be. Right now, he's in the hospital. He'll probably be there for a day or 2. Aunt Bet's staying with him.
Oh my gosh!
And apparently a phantom horse showed up at just about the same time as that snake.
A phantom horse? Of all the times to get stranded in some stupid airport. Look, you just better keep us posted, Nancy Drew. That's all I gotta say.
Apparently last night, this glowing horse came galloping up out of nowhere, caused a huge commotion, then went galloping off and disappeared.
It was glowing?
Evidently, it was pretty spooky.
You're there investigating phantom horses, and what are we doing? A big fat nothing. That does it, George. We're suing the airline.
The cook, Shorty Thurmond, he says the phantom horse belonged to this outlaw named Dirk Valentine, who was hanged back in the 1880s.
Is this Valentine guy a phantom too?
I don't think so.
Well, how come his horse got to become a phantom and he didn't?
Bess, phantoms don't really exist, okay?
According to legend, seeing the horse is bad luck.
I believe it. I mean, look at what happened to the guy who owned him.
Don't you think it's kind of odd how that rattlesnake showed up in the Raleigh's bedroom right after that phantom horse showed up outside?
You don't buy that it was an unfortunate coincidence?
Dave said when the horse appeared, everyone ran outside to look.
So, you're saying someone used the horse to lure everyone outside, then put the snake in their room, knowing no one would be watching?
It's possible, don't you think?
But if you're right, it means someone wants to hurt Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed. Oh my gosh! If you're right, it means that someone is on the ranch.
And whoever it is must be working with an accomplice. You know, someone to wrangle the horse.
So everyone there is a suspect.
That's right.
Well, you don't have to sound so happy about it.
Would you believe I found a letter that Dirk Valentine wrote to Frances Humber?
No way.
It was locked up in this chest that belonged to her father, and the letter was never opened. According to his journal, her father intercepted it and locked it away before Frances could read it.
So did you read it?
Of course she did. I mean, she better have.
It said that Dirk hid a bunch of his loot somewhere.
Ooh, I love it when outlaws hide loot, don't you?
What'd the letter say?
Well, evidently Dirk wanted Frances to have the loot he'd stashed, so he set up this elaborate treasure hunt for her. The letter contained all sorts of weird, obscure clues to help her find what he'd hidden.
But if the letter was never opened...
Frances couldn't have found the treasure.
Oh my gosh, it could still be out there.
And someone could be using that phantom horse to chase the Raleighs off the ranch because they want to be the ones to find it.
We're stuck here when we could be there with you looking for hidden loot? That does it, George. We're suing the airline and the airport.
That's it for now.
Have fun.
Wish you were here. Kidding.
I sense a motive. Okay, so now that we've done all of Shorty's chores, we can take Tex's quiz. So it's a good idea to peruse this book to kind of get yourself familiar with horse lingo, I suppose. A pony is usually defined as a horse that's under 14.2 hands or 58 inches. Okay. Quarter horse was developed in 17th century America by colonists looking for horses that could excel in straight, short distance races. Okay. Incredibly versatile horse can be seen everywhere. A quarter horse can be just about any color, but can only have white markings on the face and below the knees. The paint horse. To be officially recognized as a paint, a horse must be bred from horses registered. Categorized by 3 types of coat pattern. Tobiano is that of a solid colored horse with no white or a blaze. The head of an overo has bold white markings. Tovero describes those paints whose coat patterns fail to fall neatly into either the Tobiano or Overo category. Appaloosa was developed by the Nez Perce tribe of the inland northwest. Similar to other stock horses, several distinguishing characteristics. Skin and nose and lips. The skin on the nose and lips of an Appaloosa is a mixture of pigmented and non-pigmented skin. The white of its eyes, the sclera, is indeed white and readily visible. Mules are a cross between a female horse and a male donkey. Sure-footed and unflappable. Gaited horses, such as Paso Finos, Peruvian Pasos, and Tennessee walking horses, are extremely smooth to ride. Draft horses can still be found pulling wagons and sleighs. Okay, so that's a little introduction. What about book 2? We should look through that real quick, too. Just makes the quiz easier for Tex. Because a horse left to its own devices in the wild would spend all its time looking for and eating grass. It needs to eat constantly throughout the day. As a result, feeding a horse a large quantity of food all at once when making it wait hours for its next meal, while tied up or restricted to a stall, can be a recipe for disaster. Should eat between 1.5 and 3% of its body weight, anywhere from 15 to 30 pounds of food a day. Half its food ration should consist of good hay. Keeps digestive tract sound. Okay, so these are hays. And these are oats, corn, and soybean meal. Always remember to go by the weight, not volume. Never feed a horse more than 5 pounds. Improper feeding can lead to colic and founder. Colic is abdominal pain. They may roll, repeatedly lie down, and stand up. Founder occurs when the tissue between the foot bone and the wall of the hoof swells. Resulting pressure causes pain, and if the swelling is severe, blood flow may stop and the tissues may die. What color? Black horse. Chestnut is orange-red. Sorrel, kind of tan. Bay is reddish-brown. Buckskin, yellow, tan, or dun-colored with black mane. Palomino, kind of golden. Dappled gray and white. Rowan, a horse that has white hairs interspersed with a base color. Cool. Okay, so that should be enough. Let's go take Tex's quiz. Let's go try and get ourselves a horse. We want to ride a horsey. We still need to deliver this letter to Mary Yazzie. Okay, so first what we need to do is we need to get our saddle, complete with gloves. And then we need to go out to Bob. We already have our hat and helmet. That's in our inventory from the last video. So we go up to Bob. And we put on the saddle. And we need to lift this up and tighten the belt here. Just enough so it's nice and snug around Bob. And then we can go.
All right, that's it.
What? What'd I
Now
do?
I made it real clear that you ain't allowed to go ride unless you check with me first. So take that saddle off, cause from now on, only way you're gonna get anywhere around here is on your own 2 feet.
Ooh, whoops. Whoops. Forgot to check in with Tex. Okay, we angered Tex. Okay, so now we go in here. Okay, I still have the saddle, just don't do anything. Let's ask Tex first.
Need something?
May I go riding now?
Yep, if you got everything I told you need, and you think you know your stuff when it comes to horses, old Bob's all yours.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
If you were gonna say yes anyway... I mean, couldn't I just shout to you, be like, hey Tex, I'm taking Bob. Don't gotta be so mean. Okay, let's do everything that we just did. And
Come
now,
on, Bob.
Yep. Now Bob can come. Okay.
I'm ready.
Ready for some questions?
I think so.
Where's a horse's hocks?
Ooh. On its back legs?
On its back legs.
That's 1 out of 10.
Oh, good.
Ask me something else.
Where's a horse's frog?
Oh, that's on the bottom of its hoof.
On the bottom of its hoof.
2 out of 10. Got a long way to go.
Ask me something else.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
14.2 hands was... Ooh, I don't know. I have no idea. 5 feet.
5 feet.
3 down, 7 to go.
Aha, good guess.
Ask me something else.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
Oh, it's a gaited horse.
A gaited horse.
That's 4 right.
Yeah.
Ask me something else.
How can you tell if a horse is colicking?
It keeps lying down then standing up.
It keeps lying down, then standing up.
That's 5. You're halfway there.
Ask me something else.
What's the difference between a bay and a chestnut?
Ooh, a bay has black points?
A bay has black points.
Bingo. That was number 6.
Sweet, okay.
Ask me something else.
What tribe bred the first Appaloosas?
The Nez Pierce.
The Nez Pierce.
7 down. You're in the home stretch.
Ask me something else.
What part of a horse is most likely to be hurt when it founders?
Oh, it's feet.
Its feet.
8 right. Just 2 to go.
Ask me something else.
What part of the saddle should you always check before you head out on the trail?
The cinch.
The cinch.
This here's your final question.
To make sure you don't roll off.
I'm ready.
What is a mule?
Female horse, male donkey.
The offspring of a female horse and a male donkey.
Well, you answered all the questions right. And I can tell by the way you sit, you ain't gonna go falling off for no good reason. So you're free to ride outside the corral. Just don't go galloping all over the place. Cause if you bring old Bob back all hot and sweaty, you can kiss your cowgirl days at Shadow Ranch goodbye.
Sweet. I think that's the first time I've gotten
Okay, Bob. What do you say we do some sightseeing?
all of the questions right without, like, on my first try. So that's exciting. Only took, like, 20 times of playing this game. So we're off to Mary's. It's a cool little shop. I love the rugs.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, are you Mary Yazzie?
That's me. I didn't hear a car. Did you hike in or come by horse?
Bob brought me. He's a horse. My name's Nancy.
So where are you staying?
With Ed and Elizabeth Raleigh. In fact, I have something for you. Bet wanted me to give you this.
Great. I want to buy a small piece of property from them. It must be their response.
Bad news?
They rejected my offer. Well, I guess that's that. But as long as you're here, look around. All the jewelry you see, all the rugs, the beadwork, the pottery, they were all made by local artists, including yours truly. So if you want to know something, especially if you want to know how much something is, just ask.
I understand that you bought a trunk full of junk from the Raleighs recently.
Yeah, they didn't want much for it, so I took it off their hands. Problem is, I still don't know what's in it because I can't figure out how to open it.
May I take a look at it?
Sure, it's right over there.
Are there many petroglyphs around here?
If you take the trail to Cougar Bend, there are hundreds. A lot of probably made by the Anasazi. They lived in the area until about 700 years ago, when they just suddenly picked up and left.
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Alright, let's check out the shop. Charlena Purcell. Highly successful romance novelist Charlena Purcell will be touring the Southwest this summer. A meticulous, tireless researcher, Miss Purcell knows more about what went on in 19th century Arizona than do most historians. So that's the book that Aunt Bet had. All arrowheads in the shop were surface collected on private lands. That's cool. This is a game that takes a really long time to play, so we're not going to play it now. We'll play it later. What else do we got in here? We polish rocks and petrified wood. Ask for details. That's cool. Arizona's petrified wood. There's a little brochure on petrified wood and how it happens. We got some jewelry, it looks like. We also deal in local antiques. Ask for details. FH.
Tuning forks. Cool.
Ooh, I wonder if FH is Francis Humber. Some cool pictures of the area, it looks like. That's cool. Petroglyphs of the Southwest. There are an estimated 30,000 petroglyphs in Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Utah. Petroglyphs are images of human-like figures, animals, or abstract symbols that were carved into rock by members of ancient Native American cultures hundreds, even thousands of years ago. And they look like that. Cool. Mary said we could find some too. She said at Cougar Bend. We'll have to go looking for those now that we can ride a horse. And this is the trunk
That
she was
trunk
talking
looks
about.
really old.
Yes, it does.
Would you mind if I try to get this open?
Please do. In fact, if you get it open, I'll let you keep something from it. You can have your pick.
It looks like it uses those forks that we, or whatever these are called, these like spinny thingies. So we just need to figure out what to spin them to. It might have something to do with the picture on the trunk. Oh, we'll have to figure out a way to open that, and I think we will do some of that in our next video. I'll see you then, fellow detectives. Thanks for watching!